just been charged with first-degree juvenile contact sport. How do you plead?
Not guilty. It shouldn't be a crime for my son to play hockey.
Attorneys, let's hear your opening statements.
Members of the court, though there are some dangers to contact sports, there are a multitude of benefits that should not be overlooked. If our children take care to play correctly, and our coaches are knowledgeable the way they are trained, then there should be nothing but advantages. Contact sports do not have to be looked at differently than any other sport. Our children need them. Childhood obesity affects 1/3 of our country. Shouldn't we be doing something to fix that? They need sports to help them remain active, to push them to be better individuals. Sports, contact or not, help our children grow into society. It isn't a crime for our children to be in sports. In reality, it is an honor that we as parents should be privileged for them to be a part of. Thank you.
Members of the jury, honorable judge, people of the court. The danger of contact sports is an all too real problem we face in America. Who do we look to for our future? Our children. What future do we have to look forward to if our children are being hit with this barrage of injuries? Obviously, one of the largest fears looming over us parents is the danger of head injuries. 90% of all young athletes said that they had suffered a sport-related injury. 66 of that 90% had a head-related injury. Though some of these injuries were minor and had no long-term effects, the fact of the matter is, the amount of danger that these sports hold is very significant. Thank you. If it pleases the court, may I bring my first witness to the stand?
Yes.
I call Randy Sportington to the stand.
Oh, by the way, it's Randy with an I.
Okay, Ms. Sportington. Do you play contact sport?
Yes, I'm the backup second alternative kicker for the football team. It's pretty legit.
What is your opinion on the subject of the danger of contact sports?
Don't even get me started, man. Contact sports are dangerous. There's an injury on the field like every day. I didn't even want to play, but my mom made me. I'm gonna get hit in the head one of these days. It's gonna be real bad. Like, I'm gonna be like one of those people that gets their hit in the hippocampus and gets their memories all messed up.
Did you mean your hippocampus?
See, I'm already jacked up. This stuff is dangerous. People should just play chess or something.
Tell us, in your experience, have you seen serious injury happen to anyone else?
Yes, my little brother, he's 8, is in boxing. He got punched in the head real hard, went out like a light. The doctor said due to his young age, he has a weaker neck and a larger proportioned head, so any punch he takes will have a larger blow and a larger force and do more damage to his brain.
What is your opinion on the fact that Allie Haywood has allowed her 12-year-old son to play in hockey?
You ever heard those jokes, I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out? I'm just concerned because of how young he is.
No further questions.
Miss Sportington, are you aware of what chronic traumatic encephalopathy is?
No.
CTE is a disorder where after multiple concussions, the brain starts deteriorating and losing function.
That sounds real bad.
It is terrible. But did you know, out of 3 million youth, 4 million high school, 70,000 college, and 2,500 professional football players, only 63 were diagnosed with CTE.
I didn't know that.
Well, in your opinion, if your brother took a bad blow, how much damage do you think it'll really do?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm worried for my little bro, but I guess after what you said, it might not be that bad.
No further questions? I would like to call my first witness, Andy Johnson, to the stands. Mr. Johnson, it says here that you are captain of the hockey team. Is that correct?
Yes, and I'm also the leader of the quiz bowl team.
It's very impressive. Do you ever feel you're struggling to balance the two, sports and academics?
Occasionally, yes, there is a struggle, but the majority of the time I feel they complement each other quite well.
Now, studies show that sports can reduce stress, as well as improve focus and cognitive function. Do you agree with this statement?
Absolutely. School is kind of a struggle. But I feel like once I was able to join the hockey team and played in a few games, I was able to focus better. Not just in the games, but school also. Once I was able to pull my grades up, I was able to join and become the leader of the quiz bowl team.
Well, doesn't seem there's any brain damage to this child. What is your opinion on Allie Hayward allowing her 12-year-old son to play hockey?
Good for him. I like seeing kids younger than me starting to form healthy habits.
No further questions.
Now, you stated that it took a couple of games for your focus to improve. Did it ever seem like a bit much to handle during that time?
At first, I will admit it was kind of hard. It was a struggle. But as the games went on, it just got easier. Now it's just that simple.
Studies and polls have shown that 68% of parents attribute their child's stress to their involvement in sports. Would you say that these are accurate?
Of course, it's going to be stressful. But I personally feel there are things in life that carry more stress. But you just kind of got to take it along with everything else. Getting knocked around by someone else and knocking someone else around a little bit is a great stress reliever.
No further questions.
Are there any more witnesses? Your Honor, may I say you look dashing today. I call my second witness to the stand. Paula Picasso, please come forward. Are you currently involved in contact sports?
Not currently, but I have been in my fashion at contact sports. But I gave them up, of course, for my new level painting.
Please share with us your experience of these teams.
Ah, yes, my teams. They hold such a beautiful place in my heart. The football team, the hockey team, and the wrestling team. Oh, I just love them all, forming such lasting friendships. It was amazing for me.
Can you recall these games or practices from your sports?
Ugh, those were awful. Nothing but mindless running about and crashing into each other. It was nearly unbearable to watch, let alone be a part of. Do you know concussions can cause memory loss, fatigue, or concentration issues? To even think of being affected for the rest of my life with such a minor cause, I could barely stomach it.
No more questions?
So, why aren't you currently involved in contact sport? What made you give it up?
Well, you see, I was motivated by a different passion, as I mentioned. I loved my team, of course, but painting highlighted me so much more.
I see. Do you think there could have been any connection between your distaste and the violence of the gameplay and you choosing to leave?
Although being on a sports team did build up my social skills, I much rather preferred to get away from the concussion-bound athleticism. My teammates were able to help me realize who I really was, an artist.
Not sure what to make of that. No further questions.
You may now deliver your closing statements, and the jury will make their decision.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, you have heard a plethora of testimonies today. I hope you heard them with open ears and open minds. The reality is, children who play on 3 sports teams per year are 27% less likely to develop obesity. Our children must have contact sports to have any chance to fight this epidemic. Furthermore, life is easier to handle when we have teammates there to cheer us on. Contact sports are a doorway for our children to develop stronger social and cooperation skills. We want our children to experience the most out of life. Do not steal such an integral part of their childhood away from them. Allie Haywood, like the rest of us, just wants the best for her child. It is up to you to help parents everywhere enrich their children's lives to the highest possible manner. Thank you.
Peoples of the jury, contact sports are the siren serenading your children and making them succumb to the lives they hold. The consequences that come from them affect the youth who participate in them for life. Whether it be traumatic brain injury or otherwise, they take away from a child's full potential. Dr. Robert Cantu, chairman of the Department of Surgery at Emerson Hospital and co-director of the Center of the Study of Traumatic Encephalopathy at Boston University School of Medicine, recommends parents keep their children out of contact sports until they are at least 15 years old. Why does this man care more about our children than we do? The reality is, we should put our children's lives before our own childhood dreams. It's true. Allie Haywood is knowingly putting her 12-year-old son in a dangerous position. Knowing this, what does your parental instinct tell you to do? Why would we put our children in a situation where they are bound to get hurt? It's simply unjust and cruel. Thank you.
The jury has been unable to reach a consensus. We have tried to discuss all sides of the issue, but we cannot reach a unanimous decision.